Can you use CarPlay or Android Auto on a motorcycle that is used mostly off-road? I was a bit skeptical until I tried this one out. This is the Aoocci C3 Plus that you can bring on any motorcycle, adventure bike, car or whatever you need it. I've been riding with it in real adventure conditions, wet conditions, gravel roads, tarmac. And when you're out in the bush, you really want something that you can rely on. So I will test this properly. In this video I will show you exactly how I installed it with all the cables and everything, and also the mounting brackets. I will also discuss if it's worth your money. But a little spoiler alert, it's so cheap that it's almost dumb to not try it out at least. It all comes down to which apps you use to the unit. And stick around for the end, because I will give it a proper test in wet conditions. And I will also show you the best off-road apps that I think is the best at least. Let's first start with the unboxing and the install. So let's head over to Johan in the garage. Welcome into the garage. This is the box that contains the unit. Full disclosure, I got this Aoocci from them for free. And the only thing they want in return is that I test it for you guys. And I mean, free stuff is only good if it's good, if you know what I mean. So I will test it properly and let you know what I think. And in the end of this video, when I've tested it properly and you think this is something for you as well, I've left some discount codes in the description. You get 22% off. So just look there and use the link there also. That will give me a small commission, maybe pay for gas or a coffee along the way. Now let's see what we got in this box. So this is all you get. We got the unit, of course. I like it, how it feels. Feels light and the right size for me, I think. And we have different cables to connect it to power. I see that we have the USB, which makes it really fast to just plug and play to the T7's port. But I will probably hard route it to the side of the T7 with this one instead and just solder it, but I will show that later. We have a quick mount, quick release here. Let's see if I can use that one. Some tire pressure meters or reader. I will not use them because I don't feel the need for it. And the bracket that goes in the end of the unit like this. And of course we have the mounting. And you can do this depending on what size you have on your bars. On the T7 is 12 millimeters, so I will test that. But let's see how it is on the bike. Let's start with the install right now. Yeah, I can see that that will work. But the only thing that I think about is I think it will go further out than I have it right now. Not sure if you can see that. But the unit will stick out further than I have it right now. So it will be like out here. So I think I will modify a bracket. And this is the thing with this kind of stuff. You have to be a little bit creative. And I can just smack this on 5 minutes. But then it's not exactly how I want it. So I think I will modify a bracket. And let's see how that turns out. Even though the fastest one would use the supplied mounting that you get. And then just plug it into the USB port. But this is also what I really love. Just being outside in my garage and modify some small stuff. The kids are asleep and I can just be here for hours. So now drill into the bracket. This is the bracket that is attached to the Aoocci unit. And I have this nice CNC GPS bracket also that you put here. So I will actually do like this. I will attach this with 4 bolts to the nice CNC bracket. And then I will attach 4 screws, these 4 screws here, that attach to the Aoocci unit. And then it will be, or the plan is, it will be the same height as this quad lock. But I need to take this quad lock off and all the electronics also. So let's start with that. Let's start with taking off the side panels so I can get to the electronics. And I've connected the quad lock to the ACC connection with this connector here. And I actually need to cut the wire here and then draw out the cable, but I need to take off the windshield also. So let's do that. So now the old quad lock is off the bike. think this turned out great. Now I can attach the unit like so on these screws. That will make it kind of permanent also, so no one can come and just snatch it when I'm in the store or whatever. That's kind of nice actually. I really like when the wires are tucked in like this, so I just loosen this, and I also loosen the display on the T7, so I just tuck the wires beneath here, and then I will drag this one in there in that hole and tuck it in. Now I've actually cut the wire that was directly from the Aoocci unit, and I just cut it here, and I will attach this connector, solder it here. That's the plan, and connect it like so. And hopefully I will have power. Okay, moment of truth. Let's connect it here. Let's see if anything will happen. Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Always a nice feeling. Then it's just for me to clean up and tuck in the wires neatly and put on the fairing. Then we're finished. Now the wires are nice and tidy. And I have a bunch of other stuff here because I have heated grips also, but I'm happy with the install. It looks clean. So now that's installed. Let me know if you have any questions. Just pop them in the comments and I will answer them the best I can. So let's go out to Johan in the forest again. Now I'm back. Glad you stayed. Let's get over to the unit and show all the functions. So this is how it looks when you start up the ignition. And it will take a little moment until it connects to the CarPlay. This is how it looks on the main unit on the Aoocci. You have the CarPlay, the Android Auto, we have the settings and the brightness. It goes up to 800 nits, so I think it's bright. It's much better than on my phone. And then we have settings, and you can choose language and tire pressure switch and so on, but I don't use that. And to be honest, this is not something you need to be concerned about. Just connect your iPhone with Bluetooth, then just use CarPlay or Android Auto. I have an iPhone, so I choose CarPlay, and the touch is really nice also. I haven't had any issues. And yeah, if you have used CarPlay before, this is all the apps that you have that are compatible with CarPlay. So for example, this is the apps that I use most. We have Stegra, which is the best off-road map, I think, when it comes to adventure riding. So I plan all my adventures in Stegra, and then I just go for the rides and use the app as well. Now it was lagging a little bit, but it wasn't that before. And Stegra, it's really nice because I can just write to them on Facebook, for example, and they are continuously updating the system. So for example, if I wanted a different map, I just wrote to them on Facebook and they will release that on the next update, I think. So it's really nice that they continuously develop this app, both for the phones and for the CarPlay. And this is the crucial part, because using a CarPlay or Android Auto device without a proper off-road map, then there's no need for a CarPlay unit, to be honest. So the apps is really important. Besides Stegra, we have, for example, Spotify, then you can just change the music. We have the phone, but to be honest, I will use Stegra for the 90% of all my routes and riding conditions, and then I will just go to, for example, Google Maps when I just want to go home or just want to find the nearest gas station or wherever. So that's the best part also, that you have all of this so easy to get, just as in your car, for example. So to be honest, there's not much more to do here. It's really basic with the CarPlay, and that's what I really love about it. And it's so cheap also. I mean, you can go for carpiter and so on, but you get like 10 of these for one carpiter. Of course, those are the premium stuff. Those are absolutely the best, no question. But for most people, I think this will be enough. As long as the apps continuously gets better and better, I think more people will actually go over to using CarPlay units on the motorcycles, even for off-road. And I also wanted to give you guys a proper test in wet conditions. So here I just splashed the unit from all sides, from the top to the bottom. And as you can see, it's proper wet right now, and I have no issues using the touchscreen. And I couldn't get it to behave weird in wet conditions. So that's really good. So a little conclusion. I don't think you can get away for a better price than on this unit, and using my discount will get it even cheaper. You get real much for the money you put into this device. And as I said before, it all comes down to which apps that function on the device. You can have the best CarPlay device out there, but if the apps are not developed for off-road use, then there's no use to use the CarPlay device. So I really like that Stegra and other, maybe I've missed some, that continuously develop for CarPlay also, because I think that will actually be more and more used in the future. And it's much better than just using my phone. I had just an Android phone that I bought before, and using that one was more expensive to buy, even if I bought it used. And then I had all the quad locks stuff to it, and those are quite expensive, to be honest. So this is half the price of that, at least. And I also like the simplicity. If you have seen my other videos, I really like when you keep things simple. And this is just, you start up the ignition, it directly connects to your phone, and you're off. And since I have it hard mounted on the bike, I will have it properly tested for the upcoming months. And I will give you some updates if I have something new to tell. So if you're interested in the unit, just click the link in the description and use my discount codes. And also, I have started a Ko-fi page where you can download, for example, some GPX files, and I also have the discount code for the Aoocci unit there. So head over there and look. Now I will take this beauty and go for a quick rip. I must say, I really like how it looks on the bike. I can see it clearly, even when standing up. I like the angle I put it in also. Just looks clean. Looks to be a part of the bike. And not too big, that's a big thing for me also. It's just enough so I can see where I'm going. It's definitely better than my phone. I can see it much better. Also have to watch out because there's hunters all over the woods right now. The moose hunting season has started. Chasing some music. That's all I had for you guys today. See you in the next one.